YouTube, we are back super late today, 4 o'clock here Central Time. Yeah, power was out all day. I ended up almost being able to do this video earlier. I actually used one of my buddy's guest passes at his gym since my gym was out of power. And they had like a work area, but a lot of people working in there didn't think they would want to hear me talk sports around them. A lot of them were a little older, and a lot of them did not look like the sporty type of people that would want to listen to me talk about some bets tonight. Yeah, I have two plays tonight. I'm just going to go through this quick since we're super late. So recap, you guys, we'll talk about that on Friday. On Pass the Prop, we'll talk about the NBA one. I believe I went 1-1 again. Brunson killed, and DeJounte Murray missed by the hook. So yeah, just been one of those days, guys. It's just been a shit show, to be honest. There's not much else to really say about it. But we're back, 2 plays locked in, ready for you guys to cash with me. And first off, we're gonna be both 1.5 unit plays. Just a heads up, I'm probably gonna use one of these plays for my BMR play of the day. So just heads up, it's probably gonna be one of these two, just because I do have a full write up for both. So let's go first here with the football game. Since I listed that first on the title here, Keenan Allen over 6.5 receptions, 1.5 unit play. I just think this is a reception too low. I was expecting to see plus money at 7.5. Obviously, him going out with COVID really messed with this team. And now we have an injured Austin Eckler. They said that he might play, but he's going to be limited. That's the underneath guy, right? You're going to take away the safety valve. I'm going to head right back to the number one safety valve in this offense, which is Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen has crushed this in their first game, went eight catches on 12 targets, only 50 yards, did catch a touchdown. So, I mean, it wasn't a huge game, but 8 catches will get the job done here. He does run the shortest average depth of target of anyone on this team. Obviously, if you watch their games, you'll know that, right? They have Guyton deep. They have Mike Williams deep. Eckler and Keenan Allen will roam the front middle short pass game. Really like that. I think that we're going to have to see that short passing game here from the Chargers for us to really see them to be at their best here. It's going to be a very tough game, obviously a division game. I believe the Chargers won the first one as well. But I really like this spot for Keenan Allen. I'm looking on the I'm looking at the matchups with the front seven matchup here. And I just don't think that they're going to be able to run the ball that well. They're going to probably have to use Justin Jackson, who's good. I'm not going to take anything away from him. I just don't think he's good enough to really beat this Kansas City front, who is pretty good. But yeah, I love Herbert. I love reception props with a top end quarterback here. So really like Keenan Allen. He's holding a 25% target share, and that's with missing a week last week too, which is very impressive. He was sitting around 27 before last week. And in 8 of the 12 games that he has played, he has had double-digit targets. So opportunities there. Only have to catch 70% of the targets. Herbert's been playing out of his mind. Huge game, great weather in Los Angeles. So really hard to find a spot where I don't like Keenan Allen tonight on the board here. I just think that he's just gonna have his way underneath with these guys. Sorry, I keep burping and I can't stop myself from doing it. So I really like the spot for them. And I really like the spot for this team overall. I think that we're going to see a really fun game tonight here with the Chargers and the Chiefs. So first play, Keenan Allen over 6.5 receptions. Second play, we're going to college basketball. We're going to Stetson and Charleston over 147.5. I like this play a lot. Stetson is the only reason this play is probably not a max, to be honest. Every Charleston game should be in the 150s. There's really no other way around it. Charleston plays so fast that you could be very ineffective and still be able to get to this number. Looking at Charleston's numbers here, they're number 1 in tempo by over a possession and a half, 77.7 adjusted tempo. Number 2 is Marshall at 76.1. So the opportunity is there to get points. And Stetson is slow. Don't get me wrong. Stetson is the reason why I'm not throwing a hammer on this play. Stetson runs at there is 358 teams in the NCAA. Stetson is running at the 266th fastest tempo, so not very good. But they do play fast when the teams that they're playing plays fast. Even some of the slower games. Lately, Stetson has been playing a lot quicker than before. So the reason I say that is Stetson here. Last game, obviously super low. That's why this number is so low. They played Ohio to a 100-point game, right? They played FIU, who is not fast. FIU runs at, let me check here. FIU was playing at the 233rd pace in the country. They dropped 137. And then they played FAU, who's 225 in pace, and played to 156. So they are able to run. They are able to score in a quicker pace game. When you look at like I said, that last Ohio game, it was really, really slow, like you'd expect from two teams that don't need to run, that don't want to run. Now let's get to Charleston here, all right? Charleston, last game, 154. Game before that, 158. Game before that, 180. Game before that, 158. They missed this number one time, all right? And it's just because of the opportunity there, right? Also, I really, really like a few of the guards on Charleston's roster here. And they haven't been playing great defenses. Charleston hasn't. But Stetson isn't going to be a good defensive team either. They rank 252 in the country in adjusted defense. And there's just going to be so much time here. Like, I don't know if I said that right. There's going to be so many more opportunities to make mistakes in a game this fast than in a game that Stetson would normally play at. So the reason I mean that is if they're playing FAU or FIU who play at a middle pace, every possession is important. And I'm not saying that it's not in this one, but Charleston plays fast enough where you can make mistakes on a few of these possessions and still be pretty good. It's just such a fast pace. Almost 80 possessions is your average. You just don't see that in nowadays NCAA. Like I said, a full almost 1.5 possessions faster than the second pace team here. I just like Charleston to get this rolling. I like Stetson's defense is terrible. I like that Charleston's defense is terrible. Charleston ranks 204 in adjusted defensive metrics here as well. So both defenses are bad. Both offenses are decent, but the pace is going to be there. So everything there likes it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So we're going to have 2 plays, Stetson over 147.5, Keenan Allen over 6.5 receptions, both 1.5 units, both locked in, both ready to roll, gang. So thank you guys so much. Tomorrow we have Past the Prop NFL edition. My boy Monotone will be back on the channel ready to roll, and I'm very excited for that. Hopefully the power doesn't go out tonight and we can actually do it tomorrow. So thank you guys so much. Again, if you guys are getting anything from this content, please drop a like. I appreciate it so much. You guys are the best. And thank you guys so much for tuning in with me on this short notice PPS YouTube free play. So thank you guys so much. Lock them in. Let me know who's tailing.